Oh my God, one of the best songs of 1964. Did not make top 40. I mean, this was just an upbeat, lovely record. I just, gosh, no. I'm trying to picture. I'm trying to come up with something in my imagination. If I was, gosh, no good. If I was an adult back in 1964, I'd come up to Edie Gourmet and tell her, "This is one of your best damn records. You are so absolutely lovely on this song." Edie Gourmet, I want to meet my baby. I don't know where to start on this damn thing. This is where This is where the girl groups, the Cookies, the Ronettes, and the Crystals meet Millie Smalls. Was My Boy Lollipop. And the Cookies might have backed her up on this record. They did back her up on Blame It on the Bossa Nova. That was her biggest hit. That was in 1963. A little history on Eddie Gourmet. Not really much. I really don't want to go into it. She passed away just 2 years ago. She's about 85 years old. 1953, she made her first television appearance on Steve Allen's Tonight Show. That's where she met Steve Lawrence. And they hooked up and they got married in Las Vegas in 1957. They did some records together called, some of them like I Can't Stop Talking About You, which came out in 1963. One of my favorite songs by Steve Lawrence, but there was Footsteps. That was a pretty good one. And there was Pretty Blue Eyes. I believe that's the name record, 59. That was pretty good. But I believe the song was called Poor Little Rich Girl. I don't know why that song always hits the spot. That was in '63. Eddie Gourmet started having some hit records in the '50s. A lot of them were not very big though. The Soda Pop Hop. Oh God, I gotta do that one night. Yes. Oh, I love it. Mama, teach me to dance. That barely made top 40 in 1956, 57. Your Kisses Kill Me charted on Billboard's Hot 100 in the late '50s. And of course, Blame It on the Bossa Nova, which was written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. I'm just going to pronounce. I have a problem with this. Her last name, Weil, Weial. I guess it's Weil. Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil also wrote this record that I'm playing for you. I Want to Make My Baby by Eddie Gourmet. This is such an upbeat. It's got a little Motown in there too. I the only thing I, the only thing that I can see why this record didn't make it is because the British invasion was in full throttle. And the British invasion just the girl groups had a hard time getting back on the top 40. 1964. And I guess that's why the song didn't make top 40. I guess you can blame it all on the British invasion. But this should have been top 10. This is just, God, this is lovely. God, I love this record. It endears me. I know this sounds cheesy, but it endears me to Edie Gourmet. What a woman. Blame It on the Bossa Nova, and then one of her follow-ups, I Want to Meet My Baby. I Want to Meet My Baby was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 8 weeks. It stiffed at 43. Damn. Within striking distance of the top 40, but just couldn't do it. It's the upbeat, the bubbly sounds. It's got incorporated into this record. Motown, the girl groups. I gotta talk about Barry Mann. Let me mention something about Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. We are talking massive brill building songwriters. Brill building songwriters. Well, yeah, I guess they could be considered brill building songwriters. A list of the songs they've written. I don't know if you can see it. They have written Kicks by Paul Revere and the Raiders. They wrote You Lost That Love and Feeling. Don't Know Much was a hit back in the late 80s for Linda Ronstadt. They wrote that. Patches by Dickie Lee. They wrote that. We got to get out of this place. A song that, if I understand it correctly, was offered to Paul Revere and the Raiders. They turned it down. It was covered by the Animals in the summer of '65. They wrote that. And Saturday Night at the Movies by the Drifters. And Bless You by Tony Orlando, one of his early hits back in the early '60s. They wrote that. Magic Town by the Folks, one of their follow-ups to 5 O'Clock World. They wrote that one. Of course, Walking in the Rain by the Ronettes and Jay and the Americans did it later on. They wrote Footsteps by Steve Lawrence. Yes. And this song written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. I just, God, I'm in love with this record. This Eddie Gourmet record. I might just listen to it one more time after I'm done with this video. Well, here it is on Billboard's Hot 100 of September 12, 1964. Absolutely lovely record by lovely Eddie Gourmet. I want to meet my baby. And I guess I'll have to sound cheesy again, but for some reason I find this record kind of sexy. I don't know why. Explain it to me.